Morning, guys. I just did one little clip, a little yak session, but I've got another subject I need to push out into the realm the best way that I can, and that is to let you know that Benoît is back. Benoît was the dog that I worked a few months ago, and that was basically a fear biter, that kind of thing. He has an owner that's Asian that basically doesn't have the ability to communicate or be able to feel the dog as well as they should. I gave them some lessons to try to transfer that over and get them to understand what they needed to do. But they had an accident and the dog ended up biting somebody. So they've got a bite on him. He's a fear biter, but he just needs a strong handler. He just needs somebody that's going to get active with him, do something with him, and start addressing it. This guy's lifestyle, he's pretty busy with his child and kid and everything else, and they're not dog people, right? So Benoît came to them from being traumatized. And somebody had found him, and he had some scars on his body and stuff. He'd been probably attacked by other dogs. He was loose in the neighborhood wherever he was at. It happens to a lot of dogs. They get loose, and they end up getting a lot of flight and fear. And you see that on the street. You see a loose dog on the street, and he's moving really, and he's nervous and he's scared. That is a very classic case of fear, and that's what this dog went through. And then he probably got attacked by a group of dogs, or another dog attacked him or whatever, where he got these scars. When they found the dog, when they got the dog in their hands, they were dealing with a dog that had been traumatized, right? And they didn't have the ability to be a dog person in the dog sense to be able to get the dog through it to where they got the dog past it and growing. I had that when I was working with him. We had a good foundation, a good start with it. But with their lack of understanding and being able to have a proper communication with the animal and not being dog people, he ended up having an accident, right? So things happen in that regards. You have to understand that the dog is only a direct reflection of the person that owns the dog, to be honest with you. A lot of a dog is all about what they're picking up on the animal, on their owners. And when their owners don't have the strength, they end up trying to do the wrong thing. He's resource guarding on them, right? And it's basically because the dog had a history behind him. So it's not something that's that major. If you're a dog person and you're interested, watch my videos. I'll be putting them out with Benoît and be working with him. The goal now is to spend another month getting him back into his head, figuring out where he's at, and getting that foundational conditioning set to be able to transfer to somebody else, right? He's not a bad dog. He just is a dog that's been through life. There's a lot of dogs that have been through a lot of trauma, right? So I will work with him this next month and do everything I can to get him balanced and get him to the right spot where I can start doing what I need to do to place him. So he's going to be available if you're looking for a nice Mallee. He's a good-looking dog. He's a good dog, and he's more pet quality. I don't think he's going to go towards protection or any of that, but he's a good dog. If you're looking for a dog and he's going to have training under him, that kind of thing, we'll have some obedience and some basics. And then it's like having a psychologist that's behind it. I'll be inside of his head. I'll know exactly where then I'll be able to work with you and give you some lessons. I'm going to give you lessons, and we're learning how to work the animal and get that relationship dynamic in the proper set that you need to be able to have the dog, right? So give me a yell if you're interested, and then look for the Benoît series that I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to take him out this morning, and I don't know if I'll do a video with it, but I may do a video with Benoît, and we'll talk about it then as well. So talk to you later. Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training, signing off. Have a good day, guys.